there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon, and today we'll be talking about ballpoint pens. I had somebody leave a comment a week or so ago asking me what is my favorite ballpoint pen and how do different various pens compare to one another. So today we're going to do a head-to-head competition on three specific pens that this person requested. First, we have the Papermate Profile pen and a 1.4 millimeter. And you're going to notice that all of these pens are blue ink because that's my preference. If I'm journaling, taking notes, doing whatever, I'm always using blue ink. So we're going to compare apples to apples today, and all of these will be in blue ink. Also, we'll be looking at the Bic Glide in a 1.6 millimeter. You'll notice this pen says Velocity. Bic has been going through a lot of rebranding. Used to be Bic Atlantis, that they advertised as the smoothest ink in the universe, which I agree with. Then they went to Bic Velocity, which is this pen here, and now they're advertising Bic Glide. So you might hear me using those terms interchangeably. Just currently, you're going to be looking for a Bic Glide pen if you want to try these out. And lastly, we will look at the Pentel GlideWrite and a 1.0 millimeter size. This was the largest millimeter point size that I could find for the GlideWrite. And all of these pens come in black ink, I believe. And the only one that I know that comes in different colors, which might be a consideration for you if you're looking for that, would be the Papermate Profile. I've seen these in a rainbow of different colors, both in multi-packs as well as boxes such as these. So let's dive into it and take a look at these pens head to head. Clear my space here. Get one pen of each. Now, I'm going to be really honest. My opinion is biased simply because right now the Bic Glide is my favorite pen. And to give you a real quick rundown of why I like it, it writes very boldly. There's no skipping. It glides like butter across the page. It's easy for me to grip. I have arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, so I need a bigger barrel, preferably an ergonomic grip. And well, these pens are cheap, dirt cheap. I can get them for about $1 a pen when I buy a box. And again, I don't know if I share this. I'll leave links to all these pens down below so you can take a look at reviews online and maybe grab some for yourself. So I'm going to leave the Bic for last simply because I think I'm already biased. So let's start with the pen that I haven't used in forever, which would be the Pentel GlideWrite. Ooh. All right, there's some good things and some bad things here. All right, first of all, good things. Let's be positive. This writes smoothly. Nice ink lay down. No scratchy feel. However, I can tell you right now my hand hurts already from just that short amount of time of writing. And I'm chopping it up to the size of the barrel. The barrel is much smaller and it's not ergonomic compared to the other two pens, and I'm feeling that. But if you don't have arthritis, or maybe you don't write for any great length of time, the GlideWrite, I have no complaints about the ink quality. It's great. I wouldn't necessarily say this is bold, but neither do they. They claim it as a medium point, and I would agree with that. This is a strong medium point, but ink quality, great, no complaints. Let's go next to the Profile, simply because I haven't used that in forever. This is the Profile Ball 1.4. So this is a true bold. This is Papermate. And this is Profile. And this is a 1.4 millimeter. This is blue. All right. All right, I can say that, first of all, this experience was great. Writing with it was fine. I'm not a big fan. While it's an ergonomic grip, there are grooves in it, and I'm not a big fan of those. However, it is far more comfortable to write with than the GlideWrite. But I'm looking at the boldness of the point, and while the Papermate boasts a 1.4, it does not look that much bolder than the GlideWrite at all. And I will say, looking at it, I don't know if you can see this on camera or not, but the GlideWrite seems to be a much more intense blue, a darker blue than the Profile. Now, I will say a couple months back, I ordered a box of these because, again, the Profile used to be my go-to pen. I loved it, used it for years. However, that's when they boasted Inkjoy ink. And so I bought a box of these a while ago and got excited, cracked it open, used one, and the pen felt scratchy on the paper, like it was dried out. I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's just a bum pen. Got another one, tried another one, and every single pen in that box, I should have returned it, but I didn't because I tried every pen. They were very scratchy. It was not the same, smooth ink that I was used to. So I looked at the box a little more closely and I noticed that Papermate was no longer advertising it as Inkjoy ink. So I just assumed that maybe they were using a lesser quality, a cheaper ink in the Profile and saving Inkjoy ink for the specifically branded Inkjoy pens. However, this is the very latest box I bought just for this video, and the ink was pretty good. The pen made some rattling noises. You can hear that. When I was writing with it, that doesn't necessarily bother me, but that is something to consider. And I do feel like I had to write a little harder. I had to press a little harder on the page than with the GlideWrite. However, I'm guessing that maybe they've caught on. Maybe they've improved the ink, or maybe I just got a bum box the last time. I don't know. But suffice to say, it is no longer branded Inkjoy, so do bear that in mind. Last but not least, let's look at my current favorite pen, which is the Bic, I can already tell the difference, Glide. 1.6 millimeter. All right. I will say that immediately this pen is far easier to hold and much more enjoyable to write with. Again, I'm chalking that up to the barrel itself. It's very ergonomic and it's got a nicer feel. It's soft. It's rubbery, silicone-y. The Profile, it's kind of hard. And again, it's got grooves in it that I don't care for at all. And while I think the GlideWrite tried, it also has grooves and indents, and it's not necessarily ergonomic at all. So not a fan. Ink is great in here. The barrel, not so much. This pen is just a smidge, maybe not even that, bolder than the GlideWrite. However, I do know that this pen comes in a plethora of rainbow colors, both in boxes and in card packs like this. So if you're looking for lots of different colors, the Profile might be the best for you. I will say that I called Bic the other day because I was needing a red. You can get the Bic Glide in black as well. But I needed a red pen, and they did not. They told me that they're no longer going to manufacture those. So you might see them from time to time or be able to find them on eBay in even green, red, and packs of black, red, and blue. But moving forward, they're only going to offer the Bic Glide, at least at this point, in blue and black ink. But for the most part, I usually, I use red when I'm doing line edits on my work, but for the most part, I usually use blue anyway. It's always my preference. So I would say that if I had to rate these pens, 1 being the best, 3rd being last but not least, I would still rate the Bic Glide as my #1 pen, both for ink laydown, price, and ergonomic use. The barrel just can't be beat. Next, I would give it to the not Inkjoy, because it's not advertised that anymore. The Papermate Profile 1.4. Great ink laydown. The grip, the barrel is pretty good. It's not the same quality as the Bic Glide, but it's right up there. It's decent. And again, this comes in a wide range of colors. And last but not least, #3, I'd give it to the Pentel GlideWrite. Its only downside is it was a little more difficult for me to write comfortably with because of the smaller barrel, and I don't like the grooves and indents in it. However, I will say the ink, it was great. It glided, per the name, it glided right across the paper, but they don't offer it in a bold point. So there you have it. Those are 3. You can't go wrong with any of them, but if you're going to look for for really good writing experience, again, I'm sticking with my Glide, my Bic Glide pen. If you've liked this video, I ask that you pay the fee. What's the fee? Share me. Please share me with someone else who might also appreciate this content or is a pen connoisseur such as myself and hopefully you. Until the next video, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.